the 4th annual Brain Masters Tournament here at the Brain Ladle Trivia Podcast. I'm your MC Davo. With me today, we have 3-time champion, reigning, defending Kels.
You left off
Undisputed.
Undefeated fighting champion. Hello, all.
We have Andy.
Hello, little brainers.
And we have the Sensei Neil.
Hey, everybody. What do you want to do tonight?
I just said tradition.
Oh, yeah.
Excellence. Reigning, defending thing.
We've been having production meetings on this all week.
We decided 5 minutes ago we were going to start this, and then we couldn't remember. We couldn't remember what this particular tournament
tell
was.
them how the sausage is made. Just tell them the rules.
All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to play some trivia. Each week we have a theme, and within that theme we've got 6 categories. Each category has 4 questions. Each question is worth 10 points. A few bonus points thrown in here and there, and then a final which is worth up to 100 points. And this is the Brain Masters Tournament, which means that I have developed a technological marvel that will pick a number from 1 to 6. And the corresponding category is going to be worth double the points for everybody. So let me do this here.
Doesn't it have a startup sequence?
Does it?
Oh.
Is that something else I missed in the production meeting?
No, you've clearly refined the technology to where it's just on. Just whoop. There's not the warm up, shovel the coal kind of thing.
That would have been really cool if I'd thought of that, huh?
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
Wish you would have brought that up in the production meetings.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So I know which category it is. Do you want to know now, or do you want to know when we get to it, or do you want to know at the end which one the double is?
When we get to it.
When we get to it?
Sure.
All right.
So we can plan and strategize.
The master category is not category 1. Oh, but we haven't even talked about the theme yet, have we?
No.
Well, I've gotten some complaints privately that you guys are being too serious on this show.
What?
Not nearly enough laughing or
from actual listeners.
Sure.
Or is this from corporate?
I mean, for the purposes of this dumb little
this
monologue.
HR again.
Anyway, I decided to lighten things up a little bit. Tonight's category is comedy.
I like comedy.
Ooh.
So it's funny stuff.
Can't wait for science and comedy.
Well, you don't have to wait because that's category 1.
Of course it is.
Oh.
Category 1 is science, specifically, I should say, the Ig Nobel Prizes.
Oh, right.
We've talked about those before. They're a group of scientists get together every year and give out their Ig Nobel Prizes to, I believe their official category criteria is science papers that make you laugh first, but then also make you think.
I don't like thinking.
Well, that's why this is perfect for you, Andy.
Right.
It makes me funny. It makes me happy. Question 1. The 2019 prize for physics was awarded for an investigation into the shape of wombat feces. What shape is wombat feces?
Locked in.
Locked in.
Who doesn't know this? Come on.
By the way, I should say that this category was suggested by our friend of the show, Ian from Vermont.
Ian.
Hey, Ian.
He's been on the show multiple times.
I'm locked in with I guess.
All right. Kels?
Cube shaped.
Davo?
Cubic poo.
And Andy?
Pellet.
Wombats have cubic poo.
Really? How is that even possible?
Well, you'll have to read the article to find out.
Okay.
Question 1, mind blown.
Yeah, the poop thing really caught me off guard.
So they investigated how it actually happens, like in the intestines, and they speculate the reason that evolved is so that they can like mark logs and things with their poo without it rolling off.
Oh, I just imagine wombats playing Tetris.
Or shooting crabs or something.
There you go.
Literally.
Watch out.
Literally.
That's how it got its name.
Oh, I had tacos, boxcars.
I was going to go somewhere else with that, but I'm not going to do that. Question 2.
Good start.
The 2016 Chemistry Prize was awarded to what car company for solving the problem of excessive automobile pollution emissions by automatically electromechanically producing fewer emissions when the cars are being tested?
Locked in.
What? Damn. Not like the lightning strike, Andy. Wrong gimmick.
No, wrong game.
All right.
I'm locked in. This is so silly. I'm locked in.
Devin.
Volvo.
Andy.
It was Volkswagen. They got into a lot of trouble.
Kels.
I said Tesla.
Yeah, I don't think Tesla worries that much about their emissions. The correct answer is Volkswagen. They had their systems in the vehicle set up so that when they were being tested, they did fewer emissions than they did when they were not being tested.
That's so lame.
Essentially, what it did was, as I understood it, is it gave it significantly less horsepower too. That's why they were the engine, or the car had more horses with the safeties off, if you will. So the programming was set up so the programming detected that it was being tested and switched it into this high efficiency mode that that the end gave less emissions, but the car had less horsepower.
Yep.
So Volkswagen Kobayashi Maru'd the whole system.
Yeah. For a while.
Yeah.
Until somebody caught on. And they had to pay some significant fines.
All right. Question 3. The 2011 prize for mathematics was awarded to Dorothy Martin, Pat Robertson, Elizabeth Clare Prophet, and Harold Camping, among others, for teaching the world to be careful when making mathematical assumptions and calculations. What did they all do to earn this award?
I understood that you were talking that time, but I was so lost. And I don't know what day it is anymore.
I can repeat it.
Do.
It was kind of hard to phrase, but
yeah,
the people I listed.
What did they do?
They all did something that earned them an award to teach people to be careful when making mathematical assumptions and calculations.
All right. I'm locked in.
I'm locked in.
I mean, if you know who those people are, that's kind of where the trivia aspect comes in.
Right. The only Pat Robertson I know is the televangelist.
Right.
I'm locked in.
All right. Let's start with Andy.
They were all splattered on the pavement when they were bungee jumping, and they miscalculated how long the rope had to be.
All right.
Wow.
Too dark?
Yes.
No. Okay.
I mean, it was a little dark. I can't lie. Kels?
I said they all forgot to carry the one.
And Davo?
I said they kissed. Keep it simple, stupid.
The job of a chimney sweep comes with a great deal of
That's not
responsibility.
Yeah.
So the Pat Robertson here is actually the Pat Robertson televangelist. Elizabeth Clare Prophet was another televangelist. Well, I think she was pre-televangelism, but she was an evangelist. Harold Camping, he did this many, many times. They all predicted the end of the world.
Oh.
And we're wrong about
it. Okay.
So that they all
were
were,
they wrong,
they were all
Sensei?
were using political or biblical prophecies to predict when the end of the world was going to happen, and they were all wrong.
Of course.
All right. Question 4. The 2010 prize for management was given to a team of researchers who proved mathematically that organizations would become more efficient if they promoted people at random. This would be considered a corollary to what principle?
Locked in. I've built a career on this principle.
It's principal PLE, not PAL, Andy. I don't know if that's
Oh.
This principal is not your pal. Well, I guess if you benefited from it, it could be.
Wow, I have no idea.
Me either.
I am a big believer in this principle.
If Andy hadn't
Okay.
locked in already, I would give another clue. But
That's all right.
That's cool.
All right, I'm locked in with an
I don't
answer.
like winning these things.
Shut up. You shut up.
I've only got so much room for trophies and jackets and Furbies.
It's
Well,
the same jacket every
it's the same
year.
jacket each time. It's not like
Yeah.
he's got
It's
a whole
never
bunch
left
of
his
jackets.
closet.
We don't have that kind
You know
of
how hard
budget.
it is to
comfortable in
find members only jackets nowadays? Come on.
All right. I am locked in.
All right, Kels, what do you have?
I have the blindfolded while throwing darts principle.
Okay. It's not far off. Davo?
Shit. Mm.
I have the right place, right time principle.
Okay. And Andy?
Mm.
It's the Peter principle, which says that if you continue to promote people from within, eventually those people will be promoted into a position they cannot accomplish.
That is correct.
Oh.
It is the Peter principle.
Oh,
Peter
wow.
principle.
Yeah, the idea is like if you're a good programmer, for example, then you might get promoted to manager, where you do a little bit less programming, and then you might get promoted to that manager's manager, where you're not doing any programming at all, but you're really a really terrible manager. So you got promoted out of your core competency, and now you're a detriment to the organization. And so this, I believe their Italian team somehow mathematically proved that if you just promoted people at random, you'd be better off than promoting people based on their
Merit.
merit. Yeah.
Interesting.
That is a deep rabbit hole to go down, honestly. You know, keep really good people at exactly where they are and just promote, like roll the die, promote that guy, even though he could be a total idiot.
Having been a manager and not really being qualified for it and actually being really bad at it, I'm perfectly happy at this point to never be a manager again, even if it means I'm not getting promoted. As long as I keep getting my raise every year and my bonus, I'm good. Until I start my own company and become a millionaire and leave all you jokers in the snow.
Brain Ladle Productions, baby.
Yeah. We only need about 4,000 or 5,000 more patrons.
Yeah, at the ultra mega black card level.
All right. At the end of category 1, Davo and Kels have 10 points. Andy has 20 points.
Andy,
Whoa.
run away.
How often can we say Andy's lapped the competition?
In science, that's the first time ever.
Science.
All right. Well, because I hate it when my friend Kels is behind, category 2 is movies.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is it movies? You watch movies too. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
look, I watch movies. You absorb movies like a sponge.
Potato.
You're like a little
potato.
movie amoeba, that goes around and eats the other amoebas and gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
Category 2 is movies, and there's movie quotes. So I'm going to read you a quote from a movie, and I want you to tell me for 5 points the name of the movie and the name of the actor or actress who said the line.
Ooh, okay.
Ugh.
All right. Question 1. The key to faking out parents is the clammy hands. It's a good non-specific symptom. I'm a big believer in it.
Locked in.
Locked in.
Locked in.
Dava, what do you got?
Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and the line was spoken by Matthew Broderick.
Andy
Ferris Bueller's Day Off. The actor is Matthew Broderick.
and Kels.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Matthew Broderick.
You're all correct. Question 2. This is not NAM. This is bowling. There are rules.
Locked
Oh
in.
my god! I'm trying. Okay. I know. Okay. I'm pretty sure I know who said it. Like that.
Oh, man.
I'm not entirely confident, but I'm
Oh.
I got the movie though. This is Davo has it too.
I'm locked in.
All right.
What's all that stuff about me?
Over the line.
Andy.
The movie is The Big Lebowski. The line was read by John Goodman.
Kels.
The Big Lebowski, John Goodman.
And Davo.
Big Lebowski, John Goodman.
You're all correct again.
You want a toe? I get you a toe.
Yeah, I can get you a toe. I can get you a toe.
It's a pretty quotable movie.
Yeah.
It really
Don't
is.
start and stop at your convenience, you miserable piece of shit.
All right. Question 3. Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the war room.
Who says it?
Locked in.
All right. I don't know who said it, but I got a guess. Locked in. At this point, I'm doing shorthand because these titles are not.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a long one. I don't have
You
enough
can
paper
use the
for
other
this.
title for this one.
I'll take the shortened version of the title.
Okay. Thank you. I'm locked in.
Okay. Kels.
It's Dr. Strangelove, and I went with Sellers.
Davo.
Dr. Strangelove and Peter Sellers.
And Andy.
Yeah, I was smiling when Kels was trying to decide which character or which actor it was because Peter Sellers plays 3 of the main characters.
Exactly.
It's Peter Sellers. And I believe it's Peter Sellers playing the president when he says that line.
You are correct on all counts. Kels, what was your other guess? Just out of curiosity.
I thought maybe George C. Scott might have said it.
That's what I was thinking he might have said. He was actually one of the ones fighting.
Yeah, he's the one's fighting.
It's like over Sellers.
Can they make it when those planes come down with the bellies practically hitting the treetops? Hell yes, they can make it. Love that bit. That is George C. Scott's best acting.
All right. And question 4. We could not talk or talk forever and still find things to not talk about. Little bit deeper cut, I think.
I'm locked in.
That's that.
Locked in. I'm probably barking up the wrong tree here.
I get it.
Locked in.
All right. Start with Davo.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's Best in Show. And I think Jennifer Coolidge said it.
Andy.
Yes.
Best in Show, Jennifer Coolidge.
And
Oh,
Kels.
good. Okay.
Best in Show, Coolidge.
You are all correct again.
I just remember her talking about saying we both like soup.
Yeah.
And I couldn't remember the bit going on.
And she's
beyond
married to
that.
the super old guy that doesn't speak.
Yeah. Who can't speak.
Yeah.
That is one of my all-time favorite movies.
It's very good.
I quote,
Oh, it's
Anything
very,
that little
very
group
good.
does, the Christopher Guest team, all those movies are great.
well, mascots, I don't know. Not so much.
And not as good. I'll give you that.
I don't know if I've seen Mascots. To look into that. A Mighty Wind is my favorite out of all
Yeah,
those.
that makes sense. It would be.
Mm-hmm.
All right. At the end of category 2, Kels and Davo have 50 and Andy has 60. So that brings us to category 3. You guys ever watch the show on Saturday nights called Saturday Night Live?
Big fan.
Once or twice.
Let's see how much you know about Saturday Night Live.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Question 1. Who was the youngest cast member ever hired? He was 17 when he was cast in 1985.
85.
Oh, I can see him locked in.
Locked in.
All right. I'm going to go with it. I'm locked in. I know it's not right.
Okay. Start with Andy.
Anthony Michael Hall.
Kels.
I went Eddie Murphy.
And Davo.
Anthony Michael Hall.
Correct answer is Anthony Michael Hall.
Woot.
Eddie Murphy was carrying the show, but he wasn't the youngest. But he was doing all the heavy lifting.
He was pretty young when he was hired, but I think he
was
already
18.
Yeah. And I think Anthony Michael Hall was only on for 1 or 2 seasons, if I remember.
Yeah, he wasn't really, well, that was a rough year for SNL.
Question 2. Who was the first host of the show when it was still called NBC's Saturday Night?
Locked in.
Oh, boy.
Definitely a deep cut.
Yeah. I got like 2 thoughts.
Sure.
Don't use them all up.
Locked in.
Locked in.
All right, Kels.
I feel like George Carlin did a very early episode. I don't know if it was the first or not.
But that's your answer.
Yes.
Okay, Davo.
When in doubt, and you don't know a Saturday Night Live host, go with Steve Martin.
And Andy.
It was George Carlin.
Are you kidding me right now?
It was George Carlin.
Fuck. I know he did an early one. I just don't know how early. It's right. Okay, Kels.
Dude, yeah, like I'm winning.
Yeah.
Calm down. Andy is smoking this whole game.
Halfway through, not even halfway through, the first of the tournament, Davo's already losing his shit.
Already. Compose yourself.
I'm reeling it in.
No, you're not.
Maybe you'll do better with
He's a
this one,
competitor.
Davo. Question 3. Who was the first Weekend Update anchor?
Ooh, locked in.
First Weekend Update.
Oh, boy. All right. I'm going to go with this. I'm locked in.
Locked in?
Okay. Let's start with Davo.
Chevy Chase.
Andy.
Chevy Chase.
And Kels.
Chevy Chase.
It is Chevy Chase. And since you all got it right, I can't say, like, Davo, you ignorant slut. That would be...
That was Dan Aykroyd.
That was actually Dan Aykroyd that said that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes,
Dan
that was
Aykroyd.
so good.
My bad.
Jane, you ignorant slut.
It's still fun to say, though. Although I
It
guess
really is.
we shouldn't say that anymore, huh?
What?
Well, we can't.
This is about Davo in general or just the phrase?
No, I guess if
No,
we're saying it
Davo's
about
a slut.
Davo,
It's
not.
all right.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's okay if it's true.
wait, what?
Isn't that what we were talking about?
You leave my personal life out of this.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. What we were talking about.
All right. Final question. Who is the longest running cast member?
Locked in.
Locked in.
Yeah, it's got to be. Yeah, locked in.
Andy?
Kenan Thompson.
Kels?
Kenan Thompson.
And Davo.
Kenan Thompson.
It is Kenan Thompson. I think he's on like season 19 or something.
Yeah.
Been at it for a while.
I guess you can't find a better job, huh?
Why would
Well,
you?
there's a theory that he's being groomed to take over.
From Lauren?
Yeah, Lauren Michaels is getting up there and close to retirement, and there's a pretty strong theory that he is going to slide into that chair.
You mean doing television for 48 years can wear you out?
Lauren Michaels must be like in his 70s, huh?
Yeah, I would guess. I was going to say mid 70s.
And he's Canadian.
He is.
78.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Keep writing them checks, Lauren.
Yeah.
All right. At the end of category 3, Kels and Davo are still tied at 80, and Andy has 100. Which brings us to...
Wow. Numbering my papers has made all the difference.
We've told
Should've
you
done
for
this years
years
ago.
you need to do that.
Yes.
It helps
I'm
with
not
focus.
thinking about what number this is. It's all falling
Discipline.
into place. I wrote down the theme so I don't forget it.
So that brings us to category 4, which is our super secret bonus category,
Comic books. Comic books.
sports.
Music.
All right. I feel good about that.
Funny sports.
So every question is worth double.
Crap, this is where you guys kick my butt.
Question 1. In 2013, a well-known comedian pretended to be a Staples Center security guard and escorted a 7-foot 1 inch fan off the court. Who were the two people involved?
I got two choices. I'm locked in too.
I vaguely I remember part of this.
So you get 5 points each, or actually,
right,
since it's
I'm
doubled, you
locked
get
in.
10 points each, actually. We all locked in?
Mm-hmm.
Kels.
Said Will Ferrell and Shaquille O'Neal.
Andy?
Will Ferrell, and I had nothing for the other person.
Davo.
Will Ferrell and Shaquille O'Neal.
It was Will Ferrell pretending to escort Shaquille O'Neal off the court.
I have to Google that.
He was wearing like his Anchorman mustache and had the whole
Nice.
uniform, the blazer that the security guards wear. Shaquille obviously knew what was going on and played along and allowed himself to be escorted. Question 2. What SNL alum spent 2 years as a commentator on Monday Night Football from 2000 to 2002?
Locked in.
Locked in.
SNL Monday Night Football.
I was one of the few people that thought it was great.
It must not have been
I
too
know
bad.
it
It
was
lasted for 2 years.
Wildly unpopular, but I thought it was great.
That just kind of sums up Andy in a nutshell.
Yeah, pretty much. The high point of my day was getting my American Flyer barrel unloader working. Pretty confident I was the only one working on one of those today.
Pretty safe bet, but
Yeah.
I'm locked in.
All right, Davo.
Dennis Miller.
Kels.
Oh, I remember it now. Because this person rarely gets any love. I said Garrett Morris.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Garrett Morris.
Andy.
It was Dennis Miller.
It was Dennis Miller. I do think Garrett Morris was very underrated.
The original
Mhm.
Ant-Man.
What?
He played Ant-Man in a skit on SNL.
God, was that the superhero sketch? Belushi plays the Hulk.
Yes.
Okay. Yep. I know what sketch you're talking about.
Question 3. What comedian was signed to a 1-day contract for the Yankees in 2008 and was the leadoff hitter in a spring training game? I have easy mode if you need it for half points.
Locked in.
Need that easy mode, sir.
I do need that easy mode.
Okay, so
Locked in
Andy's locked
without
in
it.
for full points. Davo and Kels want the easy mode. The easy mode is he looked marvelous as he struck out.
Oh, fudge.
Whoop. Hello.
I know who it is now.
Locked in.
Locked in. Yeah.
Okay, I got to start with Andy now.
I don't know why I was so sure it was Jerry Seinfeld, but it's Billy Crystal.
Jerry Seinfeld likes the Mets.
He's a Mets fan.
Oh, that's
Come on.
right.
Davo,
Premature lockage. You know, it's been a problem with me for
Yeah.
almost 300 episodes now.
you got medicine for that. Davo
Billy Crystal.
and Kels.
Billy Crystal.
It was Billy Crystal. And finally, in 1990, what comedian performed the national anthem at a Major League Baseball game and was criticized for not doing a very good job? And for a 5-point bonus, at which team's home game did this event take place?
Locked in and locked in.
Locked in and locked in.
Locked in. Sorry, Andy.
I do apologize to Andy.
If I'm right, it was his team.
Well, let's start with Kels and see how sorry you should be.
It's at Roseanne Barr in the Cubs game.
Okay. Andy?
Wow, I don't remember it being at Wrigley. Roseanne Barr, I was trying to decide if it was either LA or San Francisco. I thought it was at Candlestick, but the last minute I went with the Dodgers in LA.
Davo.
Roseanne Barr, and I think it had a little bit extra juice on how badly she did, complete with crotch grab and spitting,
Right.
because she was performing in San Diego which is a large military town.
Oh.
So you all got Roseanne Barr. And
Okay.
I asked for which team's home game because I didn't know the stadium. The team was the Padres.
Well done, Davo. I remembered it being on the West Coast. I don't know why right away I knew it was a West Coast heart, but I would have never come up with the Padres for some reason. I was sure it was either LA or Candlestick.
All right. So at the end of category 4, a lot of points scored. Kels has 130, Andy 150, and Davo 160.
Oh, I knew the sports was going to kill me.
All right.
Come on, music.
Category 5 is literature.
Oh, balls.
Oh, this one's easy. I'm just going to name a book, and you tell me who wrote it.
I've done so well in this category historically. I'm really excited.
Question 1, Bossy Pants.
Oh, I know that.
Locked in.
I don't think this is going to be very hard.
I didn't think this is going to be very hard.
Ooh, take points off.
Oh,
Bossy
salt over
Pants.
there.
Everybody jumps on. What is Bossy Pants?
It's a book. I thought I covered that already.
With it being literature.
I would like to strike Sensei in the face with lightning.
I bet you would.
I'm bringing out Ray Guy. I'm totally lost.
Oh, Andy.
Ooh, you're going to hate
Guy
yourself
wrote it.
a little bit.
I don't know what we're talking about.
It was Ray Guy's book.
It
Yeah.
was Ray Guy.
Bossy Pants, The Art of Punting.
All right.
You got to tell that ball to go to the uprights.
Davo.
Tina Fey.
Kels.
Tina Fey.
It
Oh,
was Tina Fey. And
It's a very
Randy.
good book.
Now Ray Guy
Yeah.
comes in for his first punt of the day. Kick is away. There's a high twisting hang time spiral.
I remember that now. I just was totally lost.
Question 2, Born a Crime.
Locked in.
Oh, locked in.
Locked in.
Okay. Kels.
I read this last year. Trevor Noah.
Andy.
Trevor Noah.
And Davo.
Trevor Noah.
Is all Trevor Noah. Question 3, Cruel Shoes.
It's got to be. Oh, what was her name?
Locked in.
Locked in.
Oh, I've not heard this book by God idea. I just can't come up with her name. I'm totally blanking. I got nothing.
It's Ray Guy's wife.
All right, I'm locked in. I'm locked in.
So Anita Guy.
Do you know if he'd been French, his name would be Ray Guy?
If his name had been Roy, it'd be Waggy.
Oh, Waggy. Good thing he wasn't French, I guess.
Good thing he's from Mississippi.
Kels.
I think it's Steve Martin.
Andy.
Wow, it's not at all where I was going.
That's why I was trying not to laugh.
I'm pretty sure it was Imelda Marcos.
Mm.
Wow. In the comedy
Yeah.
show?
It's a deep cut. Remember all the shoes?
To be fair, Ray Guy wrote Bossy Pants.
Well, yeah. In Andy's universe. Yeah.
Wow, Davo gets the lead finally in one category, and suddenly he's all funny.
I'm funny all the time. It's just sad funny. Now it's happy funny.
What do you got, Davo?
I said Joan Rivers.
Well, the correct
That's the
answer.
name I was trying to come up with.
You came up with Imelda Marcos.
Oh my God, Joan Rivers. That's what I was trying to come up with.
It's probably wrong, dude.
Yeah, it's too bad you didn't come up with it, Andy. The correct answer is Steve Martin.
Yeah. So Steve Martin screwed me twice this game, by the
Well,
way.
I don't think it's his fault.
It totally is. He should have hosted the first SNL, and he shouldn't have taken that title from Joan Rivers.
Now
now here's the way you dance.
Yeah, why are you salty with the lead?
Keep the salt on there. Give you the spice to make it through the next category.
The trick is I'm always salty.
So I kind of wish I'd said something earlier, but I kind of forgot about it. One of the special rule that Ian had suggested when he suggested this theme was that a funny answer would get some bonus points. And honestly, so far, I think Andy's answer there is the only one I would have given that to, because I thought that was a really funny answer to that question.
Thank you.
But
Nice
I didn't mention
it.
it. I didn't mention it ahead of time, so I'm not going to do it. But maybe I'll do that as a special rule for another game in the future, because I do like that idea.
I can be.
But I'll let you know ahead of time.
Cool.
So question 4 is brain droppings.
Is this like shame nuggets?
In a way.
I'm locked in.
I'm locked in.
I'm locked in.
Deva.
I said Stephen Colbert because I have no idea.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
That's
Kels.
nice. I said Bill Murray.
And Andy.
I said Igor.
All I'm trying to say is,
Making a second appearance on the show, George Carlin.
George Carlin and Steve Martin are colluding against me. It's a conspiracy, man.
You're winning.
You all see it. You just won't admit it.
It's right in front of you. Open your eyes, you sheeple.
You had 2 questions wrong.
It's losing his shit.
At the end of category 5, Kels and Andy have 160 points. Davo still has 180 points despite his complaints. Final category is women. Funny
I
women.
heard Mars needs them.
That is not one of the questions.
Oh.
I don't know. I heard the spot on Kenny Rogers' impression is what I heard with Kels going, lady. I'm your knight in shining armor, and I love you.
I still cannot believe that he sang in a sort of a semi-psychedelic band in the 60s.
Yeah.
What's that
Which
song?
was featured in The Big Lebowski. It all comes back around.
Yeah.
It's all.
Was I came to see what condition my condition is in or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I heard that on
Kenny
Sunday.
Rogers was in that band?
It was
He's
his
the lead
band.
singer.
What?
Yeah, go listen to it and you can tell it's Kenny Rogers singing.
And there's a
Holy
video.
crap.
They had an official video.
What?
And it's a psychedelic video.
What was the name of the band? Wasn't it Kenny Rogers and the something?
Yeah, I was trying the 5th edition.
Loose Booties.
The 5th edition. That's
the
right.
5th edition.
The Loose
Fifth
Booties.
edition.
What?
Kenny Rogers and the
know
Loose
that's what
Booties.
I want to feel involved.
Want to participate? I'm here.
I wanted to be included.
All right. Funny women. Question 1. What 2 comedians are tied for the most primetime acting Emmys?
Oh.
2 comedians.
And it's not just tied for most for women. They have the most primetime acting Emmys. 5 points each.
Man.
So these are not just best actress. It may be best supporting actress as well.
Mm-hmm. Man, this is a great question.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Fair.
Devo.
I'm locked in.
I gotta say, one of these I knew, and the other one really, really shocked me. Not
I
shocked,
know one. I'm
surprised.
pretty confident about one. I'm just trying to think.
Primetime acting Emmy.
Prime time.
Funny.
Prime time.
Deion Sanders.
Deion Sanders.
Barbara Walters.
What's great is Deion Sanders was so fast, like the Emmy was just there on the podium 1 second, next second it was gone. Just he was
We
fast.
call it a scoop and score.
Yep.
As he high steps into the parking lot.
Throws a high elbow at Betty White, pushes her aside.
I mean, who's gonna stop him? George Burns? Who's gonna catch him? Who's working security? The Flash?
All right,
if not,
I'm locked in.
trouble.
I just came up with the
Locked in.
Flash.
All right. Andy.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus. I'm pretty confident about, and I can't come up with a second one, but I'm guessing, it has to be somebody that had like multiple shows or longevity. So I'm guessing Mary Tyler Moore.
Okay.
Oh, I like the MTM.
The MTM. Julia Louis-Dreyfus, and I said Cloris Leachman because I know she got a bunch, I guess. I don't know.
All right. Kels.
I said Julia Louis-Dreyfus and Betty White.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you, one of you got it right. One of you got both of them right. All of you got Julia Louis-Dreyfus right.
Okay.
But only one of you guessed Cloris Leachman.
Yes.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I would have had to guess for a long time before I got to her.
I'm pretty sure most of
Same.
hers were supporting actresses, but she did. I mean, she was in the Mary Tyler Moore Show. She was in,
Right.
That's right.
she was in Maude, I think, wasn't she?
Yep.
And other things as well.
And
Oh,
other things.
Yeah.
And other things as well. And the skipper, too.
I wrote this so long ago, I don't remember.
And all the rest.
Oh, she was in the Last Picture Show. I remember that.
She's won an Oscar.
She was also in Young
Did she
Frankenstein.
win it for that?
I think it was Last Picture Show.
Yeah, she won a Best Supporting Actress for
Best
for the
supporting
Last Picture
actress
Show.
for that.
So she was in the Cher show. She was in Malcolm in the Middle and some other things.
And other things.
Here on Gilligan's Island.
I mean, I'm not going to list her entire filmography. She was active for like 60 years.
I was about to say
Yeah.
a long time.
Anyway, question 2. The play Funny Girl is based on the life of what early comedian?
Oh, wow. I did not know that was based on. Huh.
I don't know. I have a guess. I'm locked in. Because it's just Barbara Streisand in my brain.
Yeah, me too.
So this is the only thing that makes sense, but yeah, I'm locked in.
Okay.
I'm not locked in.
Oh,
I'm
you're
not
not?
locked in.
Okay. We'll wait.
I'm locked in. I got nothing.
Okay. I'm glad we waited.
Yeah.
Kels.
Let me just write this note to myself here.
All caps, Andy. All caps.
Oh, it's all
At least
caps,
3
baby.
exclamations.
Underlining the fuck off part. There we go. Got that on my paper so I remember. It's like my spreadsheet for the future.
Kels.
I just know that the character in the play was Fanny Bryce. I don't know if that's a real person or not, but that's the only thing I wrote.
Andy.
Maybe Fanny Bryce is
Maybe
real.
it is.
Oh,
You just passed a stone? What's happening over there?
yes. Kels is right. Kels is right.
What was your little note there, Andy, that you wrote?
Fuck off,
Yeah.
everyone. And below that, I wrote Mae West as my answer, which is not right.
And Dava.
I felt kind of good about Mae West until Andy had an aneurysm.
Well,
Kels
the
is
correct
spot
answer
on.
is Fanny Bryce.
I was on a roll early on in this game, and I'm going to end up in last place.
Dude.
Hey,
You'll be okay.
sudden.
No, it's
Everything changes in sudden death, man.
yeah. I always die suddenly. I consistently die suddenly and early.
All right, question 3. What comedian, known for her eccentric persona, made her network television premiere on the Groucho Marx show You Bet Your Life in 1958?
I'm locked in.
I'm going to roll with this one. I'm locked in. Andy, I think it's Olympia Dukakis. I'm sorry. Academy Award winner. Olympia Dukakis.
Academy Award. Dude, put some respect on her name.
Put some respect.
Andy Dukakis, who did anything worth a damn.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, man.
Governor of a major state, that doesn't really count, right?
Major, you can fit it in one corner of Colorado. It ain't nothing. So
It's
tiny.
Got more people in Colorado, though, I'm pretty sure.
By a lot.
Ooh, Andy, what if it's Judi Dench?
Dame Judy. Oh my God. I got
Judi
nothing.
Dench.
I'm panicking.
Judi Dench.
I'm locked
It's
in.
Judi Dench.
I'm locked in.
It's
You
Judi
know how
Locked in.
eccentric she can be.
She's
Stop
wacky.
Let's start with, I don't know whose turn it is anymore. Davo?
I said Phyllis Diller.
Kels?
Oh,
Oh, that's such a good answer. I
that
said
is
Joan
such
Rivers.
a good answer.
Andy?
I said Mae West again. Yeah, I got nothing.
Well, one of you got it right.
It's
It
Phyllis
was
Diller.
indeed
Phyllis
Phyllis
Diller.
Diller.
That is such a good answer.
One of her bits that really spoke to me recently was cleaning the house when you have kids is like shoveling the walk while it's still snowing.
All right, our final question. It's claimed that only the comedians that Johnny Carson really liked got invited to sit down with him after their set. In 1986, who was the first woman to be invited to sit down after her first appearance on the show? So I don't know if she was the first woman, but she was the first that was there on her first appearance to sit down with Johnny.
Locked in.
Oh, yes, I know who this is.
Might be too
Locked
early
in
for her.
There it is.
Why not? I'm locked in.
All right, we'll start with Andy.
Ellen DeGeneres.
Deva,
Ellen DeGeneres.
and Kels.
Say Whoopi Goldberg.
Correct answer, Ellen DeGeneres.
Woot!
Nice.
So at the end of our regular rounds, what we've got is a tie between Kels and Andy at 175 points. And we've got Davo at 210 points.
In 1957, Laika became the first animal to orbit Earth. What kind of animal was Laika?
What is the only team in the Big Four North American sports leagues which shares its name with one of the Avengers?
And here's one more question for you. Are you the type of person who enjoys playing trivia games, learning new things, and having a bit of fun along the way?
If you are, or if you just want to find out the answers to those other questions, then our podcast, Quiz and Hers, might be right up your alley.
Each week, one of us writes new trivia questions for the other person, covering everything from science to history to pop culture to sports.
And every question in a game relates to some theme, like Game of Thrones,
Internet memes,
sandwiches,
or animals in space.
Some of the themes make more sense than others.
So if you like trivia, learning, or real couples testing each other's knowledge and patience, check out our podcast, Quiz and Hers, part of the Big Heads Media Podcast Network.
Quiz and Hers, the trivia podcast where we test each other's knowledge and the strength of our relationship.
I don't want to jinx anything, but this is Davo's game to lose.
Thanks.
Sudden death.
Where people choke.
I kind of want to throw up a little bit, guys. Hold on. Okay.
Yeah, get it out the way.
So, are any of you familiar with a gentleman named Ambrose Bierce?
It sounds familiar.
It does sound familiar.
He was a journalist. He served in the Civil War. He
That's why I know that name.
yeah.
Oh.
He wrote several short stories, including one called, I think, like The Incident at Owl Creek Bridge or something like that, which is
So far, these are all lighthearted romps. The Civil War.
He was also considered to be quite witty.
Okay.
And came up with he compiled a lot of his writings and definitions into a book called The Devil's Dictionary, published I think in 1906, where he gave comedic definitions to words.
Okay.
So I have gone through some of his. I have a copy of that book right here. I went through and found some of his funnier ones, I think, and put them together in our sudden death. So basically, I'm going to read you a definition that he came up with for a particular word, and you have to tell me the word that he's defining.
When was the book published one more time?
I believe 1906.
Okay.
Huh.
So probably not anything for a cell phone.
Well, I'm not going to comment on that.
I'm glad that we're still catering to the young people on this show.
I mean, I think these are gettable by, old people.
I like how his mind changes mid-sentence.
These are totally,
This is what was funny before WW Diggity.
Diggity.
Let me come up with a new sudden death real quick.
No.
I'll be back.
No.
want this one.
We're trash talking. That's all it is.
I know.
Yeah, he's there.
I'm playing
He's
along
with us.
Oh,
all right. Question one, or definition
Hold on a
one.
minute. Hold on. I just got hit with WW Diggity again. WW Diggity.
Well, if you keep saying it,
He did it to himself.
Okay.
It's always worse when you do it to yourself.
It is. It's just repeating. Okay.
Yeah, you can't stop it.
Okay.
It was just a funny throat clear for some reason. It didn't sound convincing. Like,
no,
you're lying to yourself.
I am. Okay. I am so sorry, Neil. Oh my God.
you good?
All right. I'm good.
All right. Definition one: a country lying in the South Sea whose industrial and commercial development has been unspeakably retarded by an unfortunate dispute among geographers as to whether it is a continent or an island.
Locked in.
Locked in.
locked in.
Kels,
Australia.
Deva,
Australia.
Andy.
Australia.
See, I gave you a real easy one to start with.
Thank you.
Oh, God, that had me so nervous. I'm so freaked out right now.
Question two: one who abstains from strong drink, sometimes totally, sometimes tolerably totally.
Locked in.
I'm locked in.
Locked in.
We'll start with Deva.
A teetotaler.
Andy.
Teetotaler.
And Kels.
Teetotaler.
Is a teetotaler.
I was trying to find the right word for that.
I wasn't sure if that was the right word. It's what came to me right away, but I was second guessing myself. Maybe he's talking about a minister or something.
Yeah. I went around the horn.
No, I mean, some of these are plays on words. Some of them are just kind of jokes. Some of them are.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pressure here.
Yeah. This is a different kind of.
Yeah.
This is a different kind of a sudden death. All right. Question 3. In Italian, a beautiful lady. In English, a deadly poison. A striking example of the essential identity of the two tongues. So that was a bar indicating that Italian was a more beautiful language than English, if you didn't pick up on that.
Locked in. Oh, I hope I get this right.
I'm locked
What
in.
I wrote down looks Italian. Andy, I would tell you that you can use your French training, but you can't.
Well, the thing is, I'm pretty sure are they locked in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in Italy, when you're talking about a woman, that's a belle or bella. And I'm trying to come up with a poison that has that in it in America. And oh, wow, I am striking out. Belle.
This is the point in the show where hundreds of people are screaming at their particular devices.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to be so mad, but I think I'm done here. I can't come up with a poison that has. All right. You know what's driving me crazy here? What's stuck in my head?
Hmm.
Belle Biv DeVoe had a song called Poison.
Poison.
Pretty sure. Yeah, that's it.
Girl,
I'm going with Belle Biv DeVoe. I got nothing.
Andy.
I'm done. I'm done.
And he's hit by a Ford Explorer at the 5.
I'm out. I got nothing.
Okay, just to make it official, Andy, what is your answer?
Belle Biv DeVoe. The kids love Belle Biv DeVoe.
Kels?
Belladonna.
Davo?
Belladonna.
Correct answer is belladonna.
What is belladonna for poison, though?
It's a poison.
It's a poison. It's a plant that's very poisonous.
Poison.
I've never heard of it.
It's I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that a tomato is relative of the belladonna.
Yes.
Wow.
And not to pile on, Andy, but Bella means beautiful, not women, not woman. Donna
I thought
means
Bella meant.
Bella's beautiful.
Right, you can.
Well,
Yeah.
I was
In reference to.
totally lost then.
All right, Andy is out. So now
I'm out.
A fight between Kels and Aunt Davo.
What I'm hoping for is they do so badly they actually get negative points,
Okay, well, we'll see.
and I can win. Okay.
Question 4. In American politics, a person who, having failed to secure an office from the people, is given one by the administration on the condition that he leave the country.
See? This one I'm locked in.
Locked in?
Locked in.
Kels?
An ambassador?
Davo?
Ambassador.
At the time, I think they were more commonly called consul, but I will accept ambassador.
Hey.
Question 5. An instrument to tickle human ears by the friction of a horse's tail on the entrails of a cat.
Locked in.
This didn't exist in
It's not a Fender Stratocaster.
Locked in.
All right. What do you got, Kels?
I say guitar.
Davo?
Violin.
Again, his actual definition was for the word fiddle, but I will accept violin.
Way to go, Davo.
Woo!
Because the bow, of course, is made of what traditionally was made of horsetail and
Catgut strings.
catgut on the strings, which I don't think was ever made out of
It was
catgut.
never made of catgut.
Why would they spread that rumor?
All right. So, essentially the game's over, but Davo gets to keep playing if he wants to.
He stands alone.
Yeah.
Let's keep it going.
Question 6. An invention of the devil which abrogates some of the advantages of making a disagreeable person keep his distance.
I said the telephone.
That is correct.
Oh, wow.
Good call.
Question 7. An instrument used chiefly for the purpose of putting dead animals into the mouth.
I got to guess.
A fork.
What's your guess, Kels?
It would have been fork.
Yeah, it is fork. All right. Question 8. To perform successively and successfully the functions of mastication, humectation, and deglutition.
Wow. I think I know what this is.
I'm sorry, that actually should have been deglutition. Deglutition. Yeah.
Yeah, I am so embarrassed for you right now.
I know. I thought I was being all smooth and right reading it all out, but I totally mispronounced that.
We
word.
have got to get a professional.
I'm going to say eating.
That is correct.
Yeah, that's what I would have. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Look at Davo go.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about this
Sail
one?
on, silver girl. Sail on by. Your time has come to shine. Sorry. Just
We don't have
Davo's
an Academy
winning. It's a
Awards
tournament.
movie.
I'm
He's
just kind of
playing.
overwhelmed.
Question 9. An account, mostly false, of events mostly unimportant, which were brought about by rulers mostly knaves and soldiers mostly fools.
History.
That is correct.
Wow.
Somebody found their calling.
Yeah.
And finally,
They're putting on a show.
a byproduct of the arts of peace.
I gotta guess.
Arts piece.
Okay, I got 2 guesses. I'm going to go, man, a byproduct of the arts of peace.
Yeah.
I'm going to say life.
Nope. Kels, what was your guess?
I would have said war.
That is correct.
Dang it. That was my other guess.
That's it.
But Davo, impressive.
Wow.
Oh, done, Davo.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Excellent.
actually got about 30 and I only made it through the eyes, and I kind of skipped around a little bit, but I could do full episodes out of that. I don't
Those are
think I
great.
will, but
Yeah, because we know who win.
Yeah, please do.
Spoiler
I would
alert.
love one of those episodes.
so our final scores for the first round of this the first game of this tournament. Andy had 195 points, Kels 215, and Davo got around 300 points.
Woo!
Nice.
Not around 300 points, but an even 300 points. I should say.
Yeah.
It's a nice round number. I like it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Neil, for an excellent comedy quiz.
You're welcome.
And just for me, what are our standings after game 1?
Nah. See, I wanted to root for you. Nah, just waiting on you.
Do you know
I'm waiting
how
you to trip
often-
and fall on your face? I
No.
don't care. Be a good
Act
winner.
like you've been here.
All right, fine. Never mind, Neil. I
No,
don't
it's
want to
too
know.
late now.
I don't want to know.
No.
You're right.
No. Let
No,
him
no.
know. Let him
let
know
him
what are
do
the
it. Let him do
standings,
it.
Neil.
I'm taking notes.
So, in case anybody has never followed one of our tournaments before, the way we score them is the first place win gets you 3 points, second place gets you 2, third place gets you 1. And as of right now, Davo has 3 points, Kels has 2, and Andy has 1.
The only reason I say this is that a slow clap? How dare
Wow.
you?
No, that's a
Kels
Denzel
with the
clap.
slow clap.
That's a
I
training
know.
day clap.
I felt the training day on that, man. Come on.
That's a dangerous clap.
Last
too.
tournament, I got 7 total points. I'm really happy. Let me have this.
Didn't we
I'm proud of
shut
you,
down
bud.
the last tournament early because it was like
Yeah.
It was a runaway.
yeah.
And I was so
And
bad.
we tried
I'm
bringing
just-
the infield in, and
Yeah. We had the shortstop pitching, and it was terrible.
let them start with runners on first and second.
Oh, it was awful. So, from all of us here at the Brain Ladle Trivia Podcast, I am your MC Davo with Kels.
I'm funny how? I mean, funny like a clown. I amuse you. I make you laugh.
Andy,
So long, ladle brainers.
and the Sensei Neil.
Yeah, I forgot to do any funny clips for this one. So thanks for playing, everybody.
Signing
That
off.
was almost jarring.
We talked about this in the production meeting.
Hello, ladlers. We here at the Brain Ladle Trivia Podcast are thrilled to announce that we have merch, t-shirts, hoodies, mugs, stickers, mouse pads, a bottle of Crystal Pepsi, and a 1986 Buick Regal sitting on what the kids would say, dubs. I mean, the works. Go to brainladleshop.com and give our beautiful new shop a once over. Show your love of trivia and help support the show by locking in on your favorite swag. And remember our sales motto, if you want it, we got it. If we ain't got it, we're going to get it. So you better get it while the getting's good.
I had to input a lot of data over the weekend, Kels, and I was thinking of you because I watched back-to-back Goodfellas and Casino
Ooh.
while I was doing it.
You were at this for hours then.
Yeah, it was a long project and it got me through it.
And he threw in Once Upon a Time in America for fun. I was thinking about doing an all gangster movie episode.
Why would I be here then?
I was about to say, but you like Davo too much.
Just let me know, and I'll just say Godfather for every answer. Like, I'll get one eventually.
Wow. This is dead air right here.
I just don't know how many times they have to explain to you we're not live.
Well, then how are people listening?
Davo, baby steps. He just started numbering his paper and writing the thing.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't want to overwhelm you.
Yeah, we can't build it in a day. We cannot.
Andy, we're recorded in front of a live audience.
What? Where do the phonographs come from then?
Sweet summer child.
Because I remember, in the early days when I was even a cast member, when I was just doing the sweeping up in the cutting floor where you made the 78 RPM records. And one day Neil came in and said, "Kid, you're going to be a star." And he was talking to...
What? He said, "Kid, you got to move your car." I'm trying to get out.
I thought he was talking to Gary Coleman, who was also visiting the offices that day.
Gary Coleman.
You bumped your head into the door of the custodial closet, and you were a little loopy. So,
are we all locked in? I stopped paying attention.
Oh God, I haven't even thought about brain droppings.
Andy has done no work.
Brain droppings, Andy.
No work at all. Crap.
The preceding podcast was presented by Brain Ladle Productions. All rights reserved.
Sure, come get this baby.